Hi, they call me Pi. Oh my gosh, guys, I have so many things to talk about, but I think I have to limit it down to just three things today. So, of course, I'm adding in this secret constant. You'll get it when I get to it. But keep an eye out. There's a little secret in the video. So today's art is from a while ago. I think it's like a version of me or a version of my character Michael. I don't really know. I ended up scrapping it because it didn't really fit the brand, but it's a good thing to just have here as kind of background and filler while I'm talking. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into number one. All right, so what are these videos? So I think I'll be doing these about every month and beginning of the month. And maybe a little more frequent if there's like a big change, something drastic that happens to the channel. But these are just going to be kind of updates on how the channel's going. After the new year, I'll probably swap these over and reserve them for like super fans or huge fans of the channel who just want to keep an eye out. So you can keep an eye out for those on Discord or Patreon if you're really interested in kind of like the growth of the channel and what's going on behind the scenes. But as we're kind of getting started here, I think it's important to get as much feedback on the channel, kind of show you guys the direction so you guys can help shape what the channel looks like in the future. In fact, I'm going to jump on my soapbox here real quick. My actual goal is to really help you guys, help add value to you guys and really give you what you're asking for. I'd love to help you reach your goals. That's ultimately my goal. So yeah, any way I can do that, whether that's fun art things, tutorials, just facts about video games, game design, things like that. So just let me know what you're interested in. I'd love to add that content. All right, so let me go into number two. Number two is we're just gonna kind of cover goals and some numbers of the channel so far. So looking back over the past 28 days, we had 58 views, 2.7 hours of watch time, and 6 new subscribers. Very exciting. So there's a good chance I'm like half of those 58 views. I did spend a lot of time rewatching my videos. But if I'm being honest, I'm pretty happy with where we landed. So considering the first post was August 24th, and that first video wasn't really an art video, it was me like announcing that I'm coming back, which I don't know if that was a viable video to do, but at least it got the ball rolling. Then we had the DK video, and while I was hoping for a little more than 12 views, because I put so much time into editing that one, but you get what you get. So if you enjoyed that one, please let me know, share with other people. I'd love to get that number a little bit higher than 12. On the 31st, we released the Silk Song piece, the first Silk Song piece. That was just the title, me recreating the title as a Game Boy cover design. I think I need to, we'll get into that later. That one has about 5 views as of the time when I'm writing the script, but that was like 12 hours ago, so not a lot of time to really cook yet and get anything out of it. I think the big difference though is between this and some of my more successful videos months ago are just the thumbnails are weak. So I think I need to spend some time working on thumbnails that are a little more compelling. Let's talk a little bit about goals for September. For this month, I'd love to hit 450 subscribers by the end of the month. The plan is to release at least 2 videos a week, hopefully a little bit more than that. Those style of videos will be focused more on like IPs like Silk Song or Kirby's Air Ride, Metroid Prime 4, stuff like that. Special events like September, which I'm doing. So those are the types of videos I will likely end up doing on the channel. I'd also like to do at least one collaboration with another artist, and not necessarily a pixel artist. I don't think that's hugely important. It doesn't have to be pixel art, it doesn't have to be related to video games. Just other artists out there who are doing really great stuff. I'd love to collaborate with them. I think that'd be value adds to the channel and to you guys. And of course there's my own IP, so you have stuff like middle school class rep. That's the big one. Some of the older subscribers may remember projects like Mega Mash Mix or some of the other characters I used to draw. There's like animations and stuff back on the channel if you want to look back into that stuff. I plan to sprinkle that in between some of these other projects I mentioned earlier, other videos. Maybe one per week to start, and eventually ramp up once I find ways to get those out a little bit faster. I think it's important that we have those videos here, because ultimately that's the product that I'd be trying to monetize, you know, selling versions of my games, selling artwork that I create. So yeah, we need to definitely start doing that. So to sum everything up, about 8 IP style video, 8 fan art videos, we'll call it that, per month, 1 collaboration video per month, and then at least 4 middle school class rep videos per month. So that's the goal. We'll see how I do when we kind of recap at the end of the beginning of next month. Okay, so you made it. Here's what I'm calling the secret constant. I think that's so clever. I'm a big numbers guy. So we're actually gonna do the Euler's number. So kind of in between 2 and 3. And we're doing shoutouts, right? So first shout out goes to Mr. Rofl himself. Thanks for the support, brother. Always have my back there. Let me throw ideas off of you. And Acromyth, what a goat. What a great guy. Has an amazing YouTube channel, so it's around the same size as mine, but definitely check it out. He's the only person last month to have requested a video, and he also just shouted me out on his platform, so I'm honored. I'm truly honored. So I hopefully I get to do that same thing here for you. And then Mr. Robinson Pixels. So my middle school class rep game was featured on his channel last month, so check that out. Throw some feedback there for what you saw. I think his art's amazing. And of course I gotta remember these guys, my beautiful children. Proud of you guys. I don't know if you watch these videos, and I think you probably will end up watching it, so looking at your reactions now if I'm watching it with you. If you want to be shouted out in this constant number section, I'm gonna call it, definitely leave a cool comment, or you can connect with us on Discord. The links for all that stuff's in the description. And then yeah, so that's it for this section. Now let's move on to the last section here, the middle school class rep section. So we're gonna talk about middle school class rep. This one's really close to my heart. I've been working on this project for almost a year now, from when I drafted the initial concepts. Been working on it for a while. It's starting to really take shape now. So going forward, I'm going to start showing off sketches, characters, artwork right here in these updates. Things that don't really fit into the main videos, I'll throw those here. But I think you'll enjoy seeing how the world comes together. What I'm also going to do is make sure that things are easier to find on the website. I realize I'm pointing people at the website for content about middle school class rep, and it's actually really hard to find. So I'm going to spend some time this week putting together a succinct, easy to find section that lets you download everything you need to if you want to test the game out in its kind of current state, so you can provide feedback and do all that type of stuff for me. Yeah, I'm excited to really start digging in and showing you guys a ton of just cool stuff that has come out of this game. So if you're interested in that, definitely stay tuned to the channel, subscribe. All right, so I guess that's it for the update. Really appreciate you guys checking it out. Yeah, again, love comments, feedback on what we can do better, how we can improve, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. As always, guys, God bless, be safe.